up against Eastern Musketeers. This will be a battle for third place, I think, in this tournament. So again, even though Musketeers were not victorious last night, still got a chance to play for third against a conference opponent in Scottsburg. Again, this is going to be a home game for Scottsburg, so I imagine it's going to be a great game for both teams. Scottsburg won their first game, lost their second game. We're the same way. We won our first game, lost our second game, and that brings us to today. I think both teams are going to be hungry for a win. Both teams had some struggles in that second game yesterday. Again, overall, just a really solid tournament. Great way to kind of wrap up your winter vacation, and a great way to kind of cap off the first half of the season. I'm sure that our girls are hungry for a win. They're going to get a week or so break before I think we got South Central next week sometime. So, again, looking forward to a great day of basketball. Tell us a little bit about what you know about Scottsburg, Sean.
Well, it all starts with Ellie Richardson. She's a Division I player. I think she's going to Western Carolina maybe, but I do know she's a phenomenal player. I watched her yesterday against Columbus North, and she had 30 against a really, really good basketball team, and she can shoot it. Got a great left-hand stroke. She gets the line, makes her free throws, and she can get to the rim and finish. She can score pretty much every way. So, she's a handful, and then she makes everybody else around her better. So we really have to try to do our best to contain her. The Lola Fouts had a nice game against Batesville. I think hit 6 threes in that game. So she's kind of the sidekick there, and you can't let her get going. And if both of them are scoring, we're going to have a tough time, right?
Definitely one feeds off the other. I think when Richardson, if they're shutting down Richardson or double team or triple team in Richardson, Fouts seems to get the benefit of that, just being able to knock down some shots. A tale of two very different teams. Last night we faced a team that was just huge, was big at every position, 6'3", 6'2", 7, and really just out-muscled us in every way. Scottsburg, very similar to us, not a lot of size. We may actually have a little bit of a size advantage against this Warriorette team, which we haven't. We don't typically have a size advantage against a lot of teams. So this could be a very different game than what we've seen so far. From what I've seen, we've played in our best kind of up and down. Scottsburg's not really going to play that way, or not typically going to play that way. Not a super deep team. So again, some of that's conserving legs, and some of that I don't know if they're going to be as comfortable with tempo as maybe what we want. So I think that's going to be one of the big determining factors here is whose tempo plays a little bit better.
Yeah, and I think finding ways to get Richardson to give the ball up. The ball is in her hands a lot. She kind of reminds me like a James Harden type player. She's probably the first option, second option, third option most of the time, and then Fouts is out there being a sniper, and she's got the ball in her hands a lot. You got to find a way to disrupt her and not allow her to dictate. If she's able to dictate, we're going to have to find either doing some trapping schemes or maybe some safeguarding or things like that to try to take her and keep her from being able to do what she wants to do.
One thing I definitely would say is she creates a lot of her own shots where she's not going and running off three screens, and they're not running these intricate sets for her. She just take the ball and see what you can do with it. And she's crafty enough and athletic enough that she's going to try to get to the rim, and if you give her a step, she's going to put one up, and she's got range, got that mid-range game. So again, clearly going to be the biggest key in this one. I don't know exactly if we're going to stick with our zone to kind of shut down that penetration, or if we're going to just say we're going to go hound her and see if we're going to trap her outside, or see what else we're going to come up with. So I know our girls been working on a few different defenses to kind of see. Just this whole tournament, we've seen three kind of very different basketball teams, which I think is good for us going forward.
Yeah, I think this tournament is a good tournament to prepare you for the postseason, kind of springboard you a little bit if you can play well here, or at least see some progress here to go into this last month, more or less, of the season. We talked about yesterday being, now's the time of your contenders or pretenders, and if you're a contender, then you need to play well in this tournament and take that into this last month.
Right. I know I was talking with my own daughters, last night. I said, what do you take away from last night? And they were both like, man, that Franklin Central team is just really good. I'm glad we don't see them again.
Yeah.
I said, that is definitely the case. I said, but now looking forward to the day, we're not playing Franklin Central. We're playing Scottsburg. It's a very different team. What adjustments are we going to make for this team in this moment and this time? I'm curious to see what Coach Drury's strategy is going to be. Hopefully the girls kind of put last night behind them and say, hey, we're ready for a new challenge and a new, again, a conference opponent. I think a chance to kind of make a statement in our conference. Hey, we can play with these teams, and then we're going to be ready going into the second half of the season.
Yeah, I think last night you flush it. That game there, we had to play a very particular way, and even then, not sure we could have been there in the end. They're just it's just a different level of play there in that Hoosier Crossroads Conference. The Indy's just a different world,
right.
And
I get it.
It's just tough. I think that game we needed. It's different than the rest of the games we play. I think where we needed to really control the tempo and be just super deliberate to try to shorten the game.
Right.
And we did that for about 6 minutes, and then we got a little impatient and allowed some bad shots to turn into fast break points for them, and they blew it open pretty fast.
Right.
But they're just really an efficient team scoring wise because they have so many weapons and they play so well through their big player in the post, and there's times they scored without dribbling hardly at all.
Yeah,
so they just whip it around over top of you and whack shots. So really impressive team.
Again, as I said, this is going to be the battle for third place. In this 18 contest. Again, all 8 teams down here just very competitive, very solid. Yeah, we had a couple lopsided games, but just 8 very solid teams. So I think to come away with the third place placement would be just fantastic. Then a little bit of a boost going into the second half of the season. Again, I know the girls haven't had too many days off with Christmas and everything. Maybe just get a few days to say, hey, we have made improvements and we're ready for what's next.
Yeah, there's no shame getting third place in this tournament with Franklin Central and Columbus North. They're just being probably head and shoulders better than everybody. But I mean, this tournament, as we talked about yesterday, everybody's more or less a 150 staggering ranking or better.
Right.
So they're the top probably 60% of schools in the state. So it's a tough tournament, and you hope that you can, like I said, use it to grow and springboard yourself into the final month of the season and get yourself playing well into the tournament.
Somewhere in the air. Outside of South and Richardson, not a ton of experience on this Warrior Ed team. So you got those two that played a lot of minutes over the last time. I think both of those were seniors, and really the rest of a lot of underclassmen. So we wonder if some experience is going to come into play here. For the Musketeers, it's going to be the same starting lineup we've had the last few games. It's going to be Katie Honor, Sydney Burton, Bailey Trainer, and then Addison and Avery Smith. So, again, matched up about the same size-wise. We probably have just a little bit of an advantage size-wise. I'm going to have to see how our post player with Burton, Avery, Katie Honor, how they attack the freshman, KK Grogan. I think that's going to be telling for us. Burton's had some great halves in this tournament. She had a great first half in our first game and a decent first half last night. So again, just kind of see how she's going to play out.
I think Sydney will be a key. I also think that if they zone us, Katie Honor could be a key. It looks like they're starting off man. But Katie had a really great game against Southwestern zone, being a spot-up shooter for us. But Burton may have the matchup for us that we need.
Brandon's going to get in the lane, pick out the Honor for three, no good. Avery with the deflection, they're going to get it up to Ellie Richardson. being guarded by Train. They're doubling Richardson. That's going to be a three in a corner from Elliott. No good. Rebound Eastern. They're going to get a foul.
Scottsburg looking to play with a lot of pace there. Kind of surprised me maybe a little bit, but
I was a little surprised with that as well.
But I think I like that tempo for us. It seems to be when we're playing our best is when we're playing a little able to play fast. Last night's team was just too long, but now we're going
to the ball into Burton.
We need her to finish.
She's going to finish.
That could be the matchup for us all night. Again, if we're able to exploit that.
Yeah, they're going to guard her with Elliott. Elliott, she's got 3 or 4 inches on her, maybe 25 pounds. That's going to be a good matchup for us. Out to Richardson for 3, no good.
Got a hand in her face.
Grogan's able to tip it out of bounds. It's going to be Eastern basketball.
We just got to make sure we have a hand in her face every time. She's going to make some with a hand in her face. But
that last play, it was an automatic trap. She got it, and they went to trap. Now, I did leave an open 3 for somebody else, but if that's the game plan. That's the game plan, you know?
Yeah. If she has a clean look, pretty good chance it's going down.
She's Burton out top. She's going to go up against Elliott. Elliott's going to get a
ball there. She needs to keep it in front of her, and she got it back behind her head and got blocked.
South looks to push the tempo. They're going to get a travel right there. I do think she shuffled right there.
She did. She did a little flat Clay Thompson sidestep without the dribble.
That was Addison Eldridge. Had an open 3. Good idea on the shot fake and just drug that right foot across. It's going to be Eastern basketball. 2:06:37 to play in this first quarter. Eastern with a 2-point advantage. Addie Smith to bring the ball up.
Doing a little high post type set.
Haven't seen this. Honor on the wing. Honor's going to drive. She's going to go right by Grogan. Wow, a lot of contact there. She's going to finish over Grogan right there for late. It's going to be 4-0 Eastern. Ellie Richardson out top. Eastern in a 1-2-2, looking to trap out top. Richardson's going to go by her man. She's going to rip ball off.
Again, got to hang on to that.
Good defense there by Burton. I don't know if Richardson lost it or just if she got a piece of it, but the ball went flying the wrong direction. Ball in about of bounds, going to be Scottsburg basketball.
It looks like
they're just doubling Richardson everywhere. They're going to leave everybody else.
It's interesting. That's leaving those type of shots open.
They're going to leave Elliott. Again, they double Richardson. Pass around, leave Elliott wide open.
Playing 4-on-3. It's tough.
That's tough. Honor out on top. Honor trips. The trainer back to Honor. Honor's going to drive. She's going to get by Grogan again. Man, that's twice. Just a lot of contact.
Yeah.
And this was right there.
She's putting the ball, though. She's exposing it.
Right.
If she keeps it on her hip and takes her shoulder through that defender, she's probably going to get the call. But she's putting it out there where it's a judgment call, and he could call a block or call a foul, but he could also call that.
Inbound to Burton. Burton against the smaller fouls. Avery Smith on the offensive rebound. She puts up no good. And they're going to say,
got to make those.
It's going to be Scottsburg basketball. They're going to inbound to Richardson. Richardson's going to bring it up. And Eastern in a 1-2-2.
We're kind of failing the physics test there. We're putting it on the bottom of the square. It just physically will not go in. You got to get it up high on the square.
Over to Fouts. Fouts all the way in the corner. That's to Eldridge. Eldridge back to Richardson. Richardson's going to drive in the lane. Tried to make a tough pass out to Fouts. Fouts was open, but Richardson throws it out of bounds.
Doing a good job of flying at Richardson and making her put it down. I mean, she can still score it off the bounce, obviously, but running her into some traffic.
I mean, she just had one clean look this so far. Everything else has been kind of all over. Yeah, Addie Smith's going to try to get in the lane against Fouts. A lot of contact. I think they're going to get Fouts for that one. I think they're going to say that was on the ground.
Yeah.
Looks like Moon's going to check in for the Warriorettes. Little box set. Looks like a screen.
Yeah, got to hit people. Green bodies. That's
gets it into Burton. Honor's going to try to go by. Let's go by the freshman.
Into traffic, though.
Moon tipped it out. Tipped it right to Eldridge. Eldridge's going to get it to Richardson. Richardson back to Eldridge. To Moon. We're inside of Grogan. Grogan's going to lay it in.
I don't like having. I mean, Richardson's a great player, but I don't know if we need to give her the Anthony Winchester treatment and have 2 people on her and play 4-on-3. And we've done that twice and given up 2 easy layups.
Hey, now keep in mind, you didn't play against Winchester. I did.
I watched him. Honor with the 3 there. That's key. We need to see that. We got to get some shots for her. I watched Winchester one night against Charlestown, and they literally had 2 people on him, and he went and stood at half court, and they played 4-on-3.
Right.
And, like I said, tons of respect for Richardson, but I don't know if that's warranted.
Again, it'd be a little different if she's already got 20.
Yeah, and if she's just head and shoulders up taller than everybody, where she could play over us, and she's not. I think we could stick with one just on her. And
bounce on the drive, got fouled. Inbound back to Richardson. Richardson comes off that out of bounds screen. She's going to lay it in. This could be 7-6 Eastern. Addie Smith bringing it in. Again, I think we got to create. There's just too much congestion there. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
If you're going to try to get the ball in the post, Addie's driving in there right into where Burton's posting up. It's just
we got to space
one of the 2 things got to happen. Either we're posting Burton, or she's got to get out and let Addie drive. That communication has to happen long before that play.
Yeah, you see somebody driving at you, you need to
get out,
get a space to the other side, the opposite side. You do that, you might get a layup. Your defender stays put and create a bounce pass.
Well, the other thing is, as the post player, if your man leaves, now you got an open layup. So a couple things can happen.
Yeah.
The worst thing can happen is stay right there.
Yeah,
they're going to kick out there. That's the Eldridge for 3. She's going to put it in. Scottsburg takes their first lead of the game, 9-7. Warriors 3:27 to play in this first quarter. Addie Smith's going to drive in the lane. Out to Burton. Burton's going to spin move. They wanted to travel. Out to Addie, over to Robbins, who checked in. Robbins to Burton, nice pass. Just knocked out her hand. They're going to come away with that steal.
It's a silly foul. You lost the ball. You just got to let it be. You can't go get that foul all the way down in the deep corner.
Well, yeah, one official signal foul. One official signal out of bounds. And
Corey got away with it.
Corey just let it go.
Thankfully, we're
not going to complain about that one.
But yeah, Scottsburg has active hands in the paint, and we're exposing the ball. Like we're putting it right there where the defense is at, instead of being strong with it and getting it in a power position where we can play through people. And
good hands there by Addie Smith, deflected out of bounds. Inbounds the foul. The foul's in the corner. Her 3's no good. Rebound Rogan. Rogan's going to put it back up. They're going to get, I assume that's Burton for a foul.
Scottsburg's just a little more active than us right at the moment. We got to pick our intensity level up, I think, on the boards in particular. They're hitting the boards hard.
I think they're going to get Honor for that foul.
Yeah,
Rogan's going to go line. Her first one is good. Extends their lead to 3, 10-7. Easton's going to get Emma Bronner into the game. Again, offensively, we saw a little bit of stagnant last night where it was going to be drive, and really just not looking for shots. I've seen just a little bit of that here. I like to see more screen action here. It's screen to get people open as opposed to just driving. This kind of 5-out offense, it just, I say that, and Addie's able to go right by her man and get to the rim.
Yeah, I mean, Addie's going to be able to get by people. The problem has been with her and Bailey Robbins is able to do that some, and Avery is the second tier of defense,
right?
And we're doing too much standing.
Oh, that's a bad call.
We're doing too much standing where you get by that defender and you got to space out and create a pass for yourself, and either your defender stays. And now Addison or Bailey's drawn that second defender, and they can kick it to you, or they clear out and they get a bucket.
Again, good ball movement there. Richardson gets in the lane, finds an open Grogan. Bronner's just way too deep under the basket. She's got to step up the lane, and Scottsburg's going to take a 6-point lead, 13-7. Avery Smith's going to drive the other way. Again, just throws it up. Gets on the floor, back out to Fouts. Fouts is going to bring it up. Again, just kind of an empty possession. Richardson is going to go all the way to the rim. She's going to lay it in. They're going to take a 15-7 lead.
Kind of just standing, and they're just driving right through it. It's almost like we're cones out there. We're not moving our feet, stopping the ball.
2:07 to play. We got a timeout. We'll be right back.
Got it.
5 times national champions, 22 conference championships. 3 on the way. Yes! 17 Big Ten Players of the Year. Throws up a shot. Again! 7 Basketball Hall of Famers. And countless memories on the court. Trace, what's it up? What a goal! This is Indiana Hoosiers basketball.
And we're back. 2:07 to play in the first quarter. Scottsburg out 15-7 against the Musketeers. Again, it's been kind of all Scottsburg in this last 2 minutes here. Eastern just coming away with a lot of empty possessions and not necessarily turnovers. We've had a couple, but not necessarily turnovers, just empty shots where we had a chance. We had a couple of open looks and just not able to put them down. A couple silly shots where I think we're just hoping they get a foul call. We got to be a little bit smarter there. Addie Smith's going to go. Little 5-footer, no good. Richardson on rebound. She's going to try to go coast to coast. She gets it off. That's the Elliott. Elliott's going to lay it in. Good read right there by Ellie Richardson.
We need movement. We need ball movement, player movement. Just a lot of standing.
Got
to get more movement.
Honor to Addie.
A little better.
Addie to Robbins. Robbins spin. She's going to go back. I think they're going to get Elliott there for a foul.
And Scottsburg is just playing kind of a pack line man. I mean, they looks to me like they got somebody on the ball, and then everybody else has got a foot in the paint.
Right.
And they're going to have to move it with the pass, and we're going to have to do some down screening maybe. Can't have people in.
Robbins' first free throw, no good. Also, other than the Grogan girl, it looks like they're kind of switching everything. So it's almost like they're playing a zone.
Yeah. And it's there's ways to combat that, but it's got to kind of figure those out a little bit.
Robbins' second free throw is good. 17-8, favor the Warriorettes. Richardson going to go kind of that diamond press. Scottsburg able to throw over the top. Back to Richardson. Richardson's going to drive, get into the lane. She's going to lay it in.
He's just maneuvering around everybody. Right now, she's
Addie
down her way.
High ball screen. Addie out the trainer. Trainer for three. No good. Rebound Bronner. Bronner to Avery Smith. Avery's going to get fouled there.
Need Bailey Trainer to, she's key. If we can get her to knock some shots down, she's been struggling with her shot, and she's somebody that we can get some perimeter kick-out shots for her. That would be big.
And I'm kind of, I don't care who it is, somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody we got to get somebody some confidence. For us to be our best, we've got to be able to have some secondary players to be able to knock down some shots. And a couple games ago, you had Honor step up and really not been a key part of our offense, but really step up, just make some shots. You had Trainer hit some shots early in the season. Really need somebody to step up, make some shots. And whether it's Trainer, Robbins, some of these other girls need somebody. Yeah, we're struggling to score. Richardson breaks through her press kind of by herself. She's going to get it to Grogan for a layup. Again, I think she dribbled through four defenders and finds Grogan in the basket.
Not sure pressing her it's just creating offense right now. Easy offense for them.
Addie Smith, though, after Trainer to Avery Smith. Avery's going to drive. I thought when Fouts came out, that's a little bit maybe bigger blow, but again, Elliott there, again, one of their starters going to the bench.
And we got to find a way to contain Richardson. I mean, right now she's just having her way. She's scoring, she's creating.
Easton kind of switches to a man, takes off the press. Richardson being guarded by Robbins. Their Moon back to Richardson. Richardson screens, ball screen Grogan. Over to Moon, back to Richardson. And you can see just these other Scottsburg players just get it back to Richardson at all costs. Robbins can't fly for that one. Richardson pump fake. Robbins went by her. She does fire for three, no good. Push to Robbins up top. Robbins three at the buzzer, no good. It's going to be 10-21 in favor of the Warriorettes. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Do you wonder what it would be like to live without hip or knee pain? Joint replacement at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine makes it easier than you think. Schneck is proud to be one of the first in the region to offer Mako robotic arm-assisted joint replacement surgery. This latest advancement transforms the way joint replacements are performed. Mako allows your surgeon to provide you with a personalized surgical experience based on your specific diagnosis and anatomy. This means less soft tissue damage and greater bone preservation, less blood loss, less pain, fewer days in the hospital, and faster recovery. Taking a walk, riding a bike, and playing with your grandchildren. These are just a few of the simple joys in life. But for those with bone and joint pain, these simple joys are often too painful or unbearable to truly enjoy. With Mako robotic arm-assisted surgery at Schneck, you can get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at SchneckOrtho.com.
And we're back. Start second quarter. And Scottsburg up 21-10 over the Musketeers. Again, so far, leading score for Scottsburg has been the Grogan, the big girl inside. Again, she's had 4 just easy layouts. Mostly, I think 3 of them created by Richardson.
She's just hanging around the basket, getting easy because we're
getting a little too focused on a couple plays, and then some. Just Richardson makes nice plays, and you got to expect that with a player of her caliber. But again,
sometimes we had 2 people on Richardson, as we talked about, and she played 4-on-3, and that's just tough to do too.
Trainer on the wing, she's going to get it into Bronner. Bronner just falls down and turn it over.
Again, she didn't get the ball to the power position. She had it down there between her legs almost, and we're just exposing the ball, and you can tell Scottsburg scouted that, and they're just making plays on the ball.
Richardson's going to get into the lane.
Thought that might have been a little bit of a carry right there.
Well, again, Bronner on that little, it wasn't really a screen, but either she's got a hedge out on that.
Yeah.
Or you got to, so something's got to happen, because if you just stand there, she's going to get an easy layup. Addie Smith on the drive, no good. She gets her own rebound out to Robbins. Robbins for 3. She's going to knock it down. Cut this lead to 10. Richardson's bringing it back up. 23-13.
Yeah, we got to move our feet when she gets past the first line of defense, and we're like right there, like we got to cut that lane off.
That's going to be McNeely on the drive. She's going to try to lay it in, no good. And this is where I think you got to attack some of these subs. I think Robinson attacked McNeely right there. Out to Avery Smith. Avery's going to attack Moon.
Probably should have just went on with it.
Just go on with it. Again, I think if you're going to make a spin move, you just commit to the spin move and go with it. But you can't hesitate. And then now you picked it up. Now you drag that foot at all. They're going to get you for it. So
yeah. Avery's going to take one more dribble into that seam, and she's been at the rim. Kind of gave up on it.
Richardson brings the ball up, being guarded by Robbins. Out to the wing, McNeely. Tipped away by
Addie girl there. We need to really pressure her. Things like that will happen. 34. When we have opportunities to pressure, I don't think we need to go pressure Richardson. Stay in front of her. But there are other players really try to go get after them.
Yeah.
See if we can get them to give it up. Especially while Faust is out of the game.
Again, all these freshmen and sophomores, you've got to attack them as they're at. Right now, I think you've got three freshmen and sophomores in the game. I think, again, when they get the ball, we got to get after them. Get after them and make them make a play, something other than just making a layup. But Addie makes a nice drive, really gets in a triple team, gets a line of contact. She's going to go to the line for 2. First one
stop and go there was good, and she went left. Like she's got to go left more. Everybody knows she can go right, and they're really loading up over there.
Second one up, no good.
Make free throws.
Rebound McNeely gets it to Richardson. Richardson going to bring it up. Again, being guarded by Robbins. Robbins just got to stay in front of her.
That's just, I think you stay in front of her the best you can, and everybody else, you guard and you get after her. Like that girl right there, not just
good little dump pass there to Amick.
Reaching foul, just not moving our feet. We look tired. We look slow.
Again, you had a little baseline drive there by McNeely, and there's really no reason to help. We did, and now all of a sudden you leave Amick open, and they made the right pass, and now we end up having to bail her out with a foul. Again, so it's help when needed. Be aware where the ball is and know where you need to be, but don't help if you don't need to. I don't think she needed help there on the baseline, but again, give credit to Scottsburg. They made the right play. So Amick's going to go line. Both free throws are good. They're going to send this lead back out to 11, 25-14, 5:53 to play in the second quarter. Patty Smith bringing it out. Again, you said that they were playing man, but this is as close to a zone as you could possibly imagine. You had one girl kind of on the ball, and everyone else was a foot in the paint. Just kind of darting where their man is.
Yeah, Burton has picked up her second with the illegal screen, moving screen. That hurts. We really haven't been able to utilize her, and she was kind of an advantage I feel like we had.
Yeah. Richardson up top, coming off the double ball screen. She's going to kicks it out. That's to Eldridge. Eldridge's going to drive in, blocked by Honor, rebounded by Amick. Amick's going to get her. She's going to put it back, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. I think they're going to say it's Scottsburg basketball.
Yeah.
Good hustle there by Avery.
I'm not sure that we don't just go man-to-man with them and just try to face guard deny Richardson the best we can and just get after the other kids.
I think we got to be super clear on how we're going to defend the ball screen,
because right now
Richardson just right down the lane, able to lay it in.
She's getting through the zone. Our zone's not moving at all. Got another
legal ball screen there on Bronner this time. Again, I'd like to see something other than a ball screen. Let's get something where we're getting a shooter open, we're getting a cutter through the lane, we're getting getting the screen to the corner, a player, anything. Right now, it's kind of either a ball screen or just a one-on-one drive where we're not needing our teammates at all. I don't know what our assist number is right now, but it can't be very many. Again, that's too easy there by Richardson. Just goes right by Robbins and gets right to the rim. She's going to extend their lead 29-14, 4:54 to play.
Top of it, we're letting her go left every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got really good left.
Right. Again, I think she can go right, and she will, but she's definitely lefty, and that's her desire. So make her do something she doesn't want to do.
Just sit on her left hand and make her beat us right.
100%. And again, some of this, you've got Robbins, a freshman, which is arguably one of our better defenders. Seniors just making her pay for it right now. So
yeah, she's just playing her straight up, and Richardson is too good to her left. She's almost automatic.
I hope Coach Drury's there saying, hey, everybody's got to know where Richardson are. Not that we're having to trap every single time, but again, I think you got to force her right. And then again, if she gets it up, then I think you're right. I think it's just a face guard and don't let her get it back. Fight through all your screens and go over the top of screens. We've gone under a couple times, lost our man.
Yeah, maybe you go trap her and try to make her give it up, and then once she gives it up,
then you don't get it back.
Face guard.
Avery Smith out top.
Good move.
Good up and under move. They're going to get a foul there on Moon.
I mean, the one good thing in this half is we've definitely drawn some fouls. We got some people in some foul trouble. We're having a hard time making them pay completely for it. We're struggling at the foul line.
And that's just Moon's first. First one up is good. Again, I think you got it. You may not be able to make up all 14 in the next 4 minutes, but you got to cut this inside single digits, get it down less than 5, going to halftime. Feel good about it. Rebound there by Amick.
Set a goal to get it inside single digits, as you said. That would be a good goal. Like right there, Richardson gave it up, and we let her go back left. Well, it worked out.
Richardson kind of forced in. She dribbled into 3 and lost it. Avery's going to go the other way. Goodness gracious.
Probably could be something called there.
I know she's a little out of control, but there's just too much contact to call nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's an offensive foul, but clearly defender is not that. She is moving.
Well, if the defender wasn't there and making that contact, then she gets the layup.
Right.
And because there's 2 defenders there, and there's lots of contact.
Richardson on the wing, trying to go left.
Get it up on the square. There's
to Eldridge.
Probably a foul.
Eldridge into the lane. She's going to get it down to McNeely. McNeely back out to Eldridge for 3. No good. Again, trainer just absolutely missed the block out. End up right back to McNeely. McNeely tips it to her friends, and then we end up scrambling on 4. It's going to be jump ball. It's going to be Scottsburg. again, games like this, you amplify every block out. That's just one scenario where it should have been an easy rebound. McNeely, the smallest player on the floor, get trainers got to do her job. Oh, wow.
Probably got away with a offensive.
Richardson on.
I got to push because we got a little bit of numbers here.
Yeah, that was
Make 3, Avery.
Avery for 3, no good. Rebound Scottsburg. And they're gonna call timeout. There was a ball screen there at the other end, and Robbins chasing Richardson around it and goes right through her man, puts the man on the girl on the ground.
Yeah,
It's one of those tough calls, for the official. I don't know. I didn't see any extra there, but Robbins is chasing her man. Girl goes to set the screen, and she gets the brunt of it. It's a tough no call.
There's been a couple tough no calls. Probably be wiser to just go ahead and call them right on both ends because games
can get out of hand
when you don't make those calls. And I'm a bigger, especially at this level with younger kids. I'm just a believer that I'm not a big fan of just letting things go.
Right.
That can be done at the pro levels and the college levels sometimes, but I just think when we're dealing with kids, young kids, because then the next thing you know, you don't know, it could get out of hand real fast.
Corey getting an earful from the crowd
and
over there.
The fans, get on you too. But you just don't know with a kid,
right?
How they're going to respond. And
Eldridge out to Amick back to Eldridge. They're trying to get it to Richardson.
And there's a girl.
Eldridge started by Connor. She gets into the lane.
We let her off the hook. We had an opportunity there just to really pressure her.
Offensive rebound by Amick. Her putback is no good. He's able to push. Robbins driving baseline.
Out of real estate, though. No real estate.
Out to Connor. Connor into the lane. You see,
yeah, there you go.
Again, they're going to get just like Moon there for a foul. There was no question call there.
That was definitely.
I think that's going to be 2 on Moon. So, again, quite a bit of foul trouble. We'll see how this plays out in the second half. For the Warriorettes, you've got you got fouls out. You've got the Grogan girl out. I think she just has 2, and then you've got Elliott out. So, Scott's pretty able to weather the storm right here with 3 reserves and maintain a 14-point lead.
And we've let them off the hook because we went 1 for 2 at the line
every single time,
and we make our free throws. We're inside those single digits where we want to be, and those when things aren't going for you, I mean, you got to make free throws. That's
2:40 to play. Scottsburg up 29-16 on the wing there. It's going to be Eldridge.
Picked the pressure up a little bit, which is good.
And I don't think she realized when she caught the ball, she dribbled, and then she picked it back up, thinking that she had more dribbles, so she goes to make a move, and they make the right call, give her a double dribble. It's going to be Eastern basketball. Addie Smith to bring the ball up. Connor on the high ball screen, kick out to Trainer for 3.
We want for her.
No good. Robbins on the offensive rebound. She puts it back up. No good. Fighting for the rebound. They're going to call a jump ball there.
It's good competitiveness there, though, by Bailey.
In that second one, we probably missed 6 or 7 pretty uncontested layups. There's the ball game right there.
Yeah. That's free throws. Yep. Usually it's the team that makes the most layups and free throws wins.
Ball inbounded to Robbins. Robbins double team. Trainer with a little runner. No good. Avery Smith with the rebound out to Addie. Addie's going to drive in for an easy layup. No good. Again, we got to make those. Got to make those.
Just have to make those shots.
We finally get pretty uncontested. And
that was
no good. 29-16 favor of the Warriorettes. 1:57 to play in this first half. Richardson being guarded by Robbins. Again,
let her go left.
She's going to get all the way to the rim and score. And that secondary is kind of afraid to foul. They wall up, but again, you're not going to build a wall up against her.
She maneuvers around it. She's just so good to her left.
Avery Smith is going to drive in. They're going to get her for a travel.
We're driving. We don't have any movement. So you're literally going against 5 defenders.
Well, again, that's the thing for me is everybody's creating their own shots for themselves and not even thinking about creating for a teammate. And that's it's not a recipe for great basketball. we've got girls that can get to the rim, and I think you take advantage of that when you can get there, but we're trying to force that to happen, and it's just not working for us.
It needs to come after multiple passes, and you get the defense scrambling and shift in a little bit, and we're trying to do it on the very first pass, the very first thrust.
And it doesn't work. Richardson allowed to go left again, no good. Rebound comes out to Avery Smith. She's off to the races. Moon's going to try to hold her. Avery hits the ground hard. Trainer off at the rebound. She puts it back, no good. Comes out to Eldridge. Eldridge over to Richardson. Going to fire from deep. No good. Trainer on the rebound. Going to get it to Robbins. Robbins going to fire from about 17 foot. That's going to be good. Cut this 31-18. Favor of the Warriors. 31 seconds to play in that first half.
And I think a lot of it is just, again, everybody's trying to hit home runs. They want to win. They want to play better, and everybody's trying to do it on their own, trying to hit a home run. And we got to learn to play together and have a little better approach from take 10 hands to make a basket. And right now, we're struggling with that.
Because, again, we switched once and then didn't switch the second time, leave her wide open for three. She's going to put that in. They're going to extend this lead 34-18, favors the Warriors. That is the end of the first half. This is the third-place game of the Donna Cheatham Classic. We're going to cut to a couple commercials. We'll be back with thoughts on the first half.
More than X's and O's, playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
The Shakaroni is back. Get the extra cheesy, extra pepperoni pizza with extra large slices only from Papa John's. A pizza so big, you're going to have to share it. We're talking 8 boldy, foldy, shacky, stacky slices. It all starts with Papa John's fresh, never frozen original dough and stretched into an extra large pizza. And it's topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni for that ooey gooey, peppy, pleasy taste. Order one today online or with your Papa John's app or call the Salem location at 812-883-3369. Each Shakaroni pizza is $12.99. Remember, better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Better get you some Papa John's today by calling Reese at the Salem store at 812-883-3369.
And we're back. Again, halftime, Scottsburg Warriors over the Musketeers 34-18. Some quick first half stats. Field goals, Eastern's 5 of 23. Again, that's going to be, we're looking at 20%. It's not going to win a lot of games. Scottsburg 14 of 27, so shooting there they're just over 50%. Again, and I'm going to say half of those have just been dump off layups, uncontested layups there, created by Richardson, and really even Elliott a few times getting into the lane. From 3, Eastern 2 of 7, Scottsburg 2 of 9, so about evenly matched there. From the line, Scottsburg 4 of 4, Eastern 6 of 12. You know, you say, well, 6 points is 6 points. Well, when you're down 16, 6 points is a whole lot. You know, you obviously not going to go 100% every game, but I think we could do better than 50% there.
Yeah, there was a stretch there where we were within striking distance of getting it back into single digits, and that's when you miss those free throws, those 6. And if you make 3 of those in that stretch, you feel a little better about yourself to start getting it back up closer to 10 inside of it. It just, it makes you feel a little better mentally. We missed a couple bunnies in that stretch too, where we could have had this thing inside single digits. But really, there was just a stretch right there where we let let them have some really easy baskets. They were prepared for the 1-2-2. They were prepared for, some sort of jump D on Ellie, and people benefited from that. She's a really good passer. She's, heady player and found open people, and they converted their easy layups. And then on the other end, we're just offensively, we're just right now
very one-dimensional,
and just really struggling to create for each other, and just a lot of standing and watching one person try to go score 16 points in one basket. And it's not for a lack of effort, if people are trying, but it's just we're just way out of sync and not on the same page offensively at all.
If there's one positive, we did look like we out-rebounded them there 17 to 15. Again, that's probably given up probably 4 or 5 offensive rebounds. We really had the opportunity to kind of dominate on the glass. We do edge them out just a little bit, but some of those offensive rebounds have been easy bunny putbacks. Again, and every point counts in a conference game like this. Although this isn't an actual conference game, it isn't a conference opponent. Turnover-wise, we were only able to force 5 turnovers. So, again, a lot of that comes from, I think, maybe all 4 or 5 of those turnovers come when Richardson gives it up, and we're able to put some pressure on some of those other players. But when Richardson handles the ball 80% of the time, she's just not going to do a lot of silly stuff. So I think that's going to be a focus. We end up with 8 turnovers for the game, which Scottsburg's really not putting a whole lot of pressure on the ball, really just sagging off everything. On every drive, they're just collapsing down and 2 or 3 people. And I know that we're dribbling into contact, driving into contact, and get the call, don't get the call, whatever. We've had a couple silly turnovers where we're just trying to go 1 against 3.
Yeah,
hoping for that.
A lot of wishing and hoping right now offensively, and that's just not going to help you be successful offensively. And Richardson, I mean, you take the approach with her. She's more than just a scorer, and so you're really best to try to find a way to keep the ball out of her hands, and then and then when she has it, you just got to be solid in front of her and not let her go left. She has just absolutely annihilated us going left. Try to take one side of the floor away from her and try to keep the ball in her hands and make someone else beat you, because she's more than a scorer. She creates for everybody else and makes everybody else better. She's an outstanding player.
Scottsburg with 7 assists, and I would bet that Richardson has 5 or 6 of those.
She might have all of them.
She might have all of where on the other side, and I think this is a telling stat, we end up with just 2 assists in that half. Again, some of that's just the style that we're playing right now. Again, I know one of our strengths is getting to the rim, but when we're not creating shots for our teammates, just not great. We're okay. And okay basketball is not going to win in a tournament like this. Okay basketball is not going to beat good teams. Scottsburg's coming into this game 4-10, and so they're hungry for a win.
And they played a really, really hard schedule.
Correct. They've played Floyd and Austin and Brownstown and Corden and Charlestown. They haven't had too many nights where they can pack it in. They're going against the, and I'm not to mention Jennings County and Indianapolis Chatard. They've had a tough beginning of the schedule, so they're hungry for a win on their home courts. And they know how to do that. They know how to get that done. Get the ball in the hands of their best player, and then everybody else just stay within your role, and knock down the shots that come to you. And then when in doubt, get it back to her. And I'll commend Coach Daniels, and the girls seem to be fed into that. Hey, we're just going to keep milking that horse, and we're going to keep going right back to her over and over again. Again, for us, we've got to find something else. We got to find something else, and I don't know exactly what that's going to be, but we become so one-dimensional that we're going to have to find another way to get some shots up.
Yeah, I think we got to get people moving. We're just trying to go for the kill without any trying to get the defense to shift, and we're just trying to do it without a pass or off the very first pass. You got to get the ball going side to side a little bit, get the defense shifting, and then once you do that, then gaps do create or open up for our drivers, and they're a lot cleaner, right? And shots that we can make, and then when we do get to the rim, but we also have like our I guess you would call it our post players are they're kind of posting up and they don't space out. They don't get out of the way. And you know, like if you just would space out to the opposite side, you're either going to get a dump off pass or you're going to get that, be in position for that weak side rebound.
Right.
But the thing is you take your defender out of there, or if your defender stays, then you get a bounce pass for a layup. But right now we're getting past that first layer of defense sometimes, and then there's two people there. There's our person and their defender. So our movement is just non-existent right now. We got to do a better job of moving without the basketball and moving the basketball.
We're going to cut for a quick commercial break. We'll be back with the second half in Eastern versus Scottsburg in the game of the Cheatham Classic for third place.
We're here at McDonald's Gymnasium for tonight's game. It's time to introduce the starting lineup. And the crowd is on their feet and they're going wild. And here comes the new players. We've got the premium quarter pounders coming in tonight alongside the chicken classic sandwiches. Playing forward tonight, we have got one-of-a-kind Big Raft. Starting in hunger, it looks like we've got Big Double and Big Chicken coming in. And starting in the center court tonight will be Big Matt. Look on the sidelines, folks. We have Chicken McNuggets cheering tonight alongside those golden delicious fries. I am always ready. Do a full point every time you bring the family into Salem McDonald's, right here on Main Street, before or after the game. Don't forget to top off your favorite meal with a cold soft drink, that famous Mickey D's sweet tea, or something from their full line of smoothies and McCafe coffee drinks. Order inside from 4 a.m. to 11, or get that one-of-a-kind taste 24 hours at the drive-thru. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
And we're back. Again, start second half. Richardson's going to drive in. Swatted away there by Avery.
Works to right.
And then Avery able to get a block.
And she's still good to right.
Addie Smith for three. He's going to knock it down. Guys to have.
But that's, you just got to make her beat you right. If she does, she does.
Scottsburg back with their starters. Again, I definitely curious how foul trouble is going to come into play here. Got three of their starters with two. One of them with three. Foul's going to get open for three. No good. Rebound, Avery Smith. A lot of contact there on the rebound. Comes out to Eldridge. Eldridge to Richardson.
It's their left
Richardson
again.
to Grogan inside. I think she stepped out of bounds. There to win. They're going to get a jump ball.
So you know, again, that 22 exposed the ball, and that's what Scottsburg's been doing pretty good on some of our players. They've been getting their hands on it.
So Scottsburg going back with Moon to start the half. I think Elliott was going with three, so trying to save her a little bit and see what she can do maybe in the fourth quarter.
Good. Get some movement.
After Hunter.
Nobody going
forward. No good. After Richardson going to bring it in.
Don't let her go left.
Richardson to Grogan. Again, that Burton's just too committed to Richardson when she wasn't going anywhere. She had two on her, and you got to just leave somebody wide open for a layup.
Well, that and our weak side didn't drop down and cover the basket. And
Adrian Smith right out to Trainer out to Hunter back out to Trainer over to the wing to Avery Smith. Avery's going to try to get it into Burton. Tough pass, wrong side. Burton's wanting the ball there on that right side. The entry into her left. Scott was able to tip it away, end up with a jump ball, coming to Scottsburg basketball. Rouse going to get it into Richardson. Again, I think anybody in the gym realizes that she's going to go left, so just forward that left side
and just go sit on it.
And then hedge out on that screen. Second one be ready.
Coming back. She just does that little, like I said, a little James Harden little hop step type thing, has kind of hesitation, and then she goes.
Richardson for a long three. That's going to be good.
You can't let her have any space. She gets the ball over her head, it's going in.
Yeah. I think that's 20 for Richardson at this point. Addie Smith bringing it up. 39-21 in favor of the Warriorettes. Ball into Burton. Avery Smith, little cut off there. Back out to Addie Smith. Addie's going to drive.
I like that because we got something downhill.
Burton with the offensive rebound. Oh wow!
That was. We got a little movement into that and got something downhill. Did you not count that?
No, they said it was on the. They're going to say it's on the floor. So Sydney Burton with the offensive rebound, she goes back up and scores, but they're going to say no good. It's going to be on the floor. It could be Moon picked up her second. Burton with a little spin move. Good pivot work. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to Avery. Avery to Addie Smith. Addie for three. And that's going to be good.
Has a big hustle play there, but we have got to sit on Richardson's left hand down here and just
Richardson bringing it up.
She'll pop it right there.
Guarded by Addie Smith. Over to Eldridge. Eldridge up to Moon. Moon back to Richardson. Richardson is trying to get Fouts. Fouts gets open for three. Again, just kind of the exact opposite. They end up making a 5-pass system and get Fouts off of a triple screen there in time, and she gets open. Now, we've got to create something where we're getting some screen action where we're getting Don't bite on it. You know what she's wanting to do. So just if she wants to go that way, that's fine. But she hesitates right. Yikes. Addie Smith gets hits on the screen. Ball inbounded to Fouts out top. Fouts going to drive. He's going to hand it off to Richardson. Richardson off. Back off the screen. She comes off. Runner in the lane. No good. Gets her own rebound. Looks like the ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Eastern basketball. Again, we're halfway through this quarter. I think, again, we're in the same situation. We got to cut this thing to single digits.
We ran a little set action there where we got Addison kind of off a dribble handoff after she'd run through and got her downhill, and she was able to get the rim. She didn't finish, but Burton was there for that stick back.
Burton goes right by.
So we can do that, and then play Sydney off that high post, off that elbow, kind of that pinch post action. That was some good stuff. That was a little more creative.
Sydney didn't see the handoff and was able to go right by her man. Bounce up.
That could be hard to
go to Eldridge. Eldridge back to Richardson.
Keep her right.
Richardson back to Eldridge.
And then
Scottsburg's going to get a quick timeout.
I really would like to see us just go nose to nose when Richardson gives it up, though. Like, just literally do everything you can to keep the ball out of her hands. Because she's so good off the catch, triple threat. She's so good off the dribble.
The other thing is when you're playing that kind of denied position, you're hard to screen, and you can be hard to screen. So you can fight through all your screens, you can fight through everything. And that, Coach McBride used to say the tougher person gets through that screen. I agree with that a little bit. Just face guard. Get right up
body to body on her,
and you're going to create no room between you, so you can't get screened. And just say, hey, you're not going to get it back. And if you do get it back, then I'll play you straight up again. But then it's going to become almost a desire situation. Girls got to say, hey, you know what, I'm going to do everything I can to throw down.
Because right now, if you let her have the ball, I mean, the game is super slow to her compared to everybody out there, and she can just take you apart, especially if she goes left. It's just like right now, I would be face guarding her and not let her get it so easy.
Richardson up top. She's going to go to her left. We had Amick open underneath, but
we rotated and didn't let her have just the easy dump off. Like, got to drop down.
Flexion out of bounds. So we got her basketball underneath their basket. Richardson to inbound. Bounce off a double screen.
Two people chasing one. It's never good.
Out to Eldridge. Eldridge to Bounce. Bounce back to Eldridge. Eldridge kicks out to Richardson. Richardson pulls up free throw line. No good.
She misses. We've got to come up with a rebound. We don't have anybody going to the paint.
It gets an offensive rebound. She misses. Another offensive rebound goes to Grogan. She puts it back up. No good. So 3 shots there for the Warriors. Unsuccessful. Eastern bring the ball up. Addie Smith bring the ball up. Gets in the
the elbow. And going out little dribble handoff action maybe.
Again, she's got Addie Smith wide open. I don't think they doubled down on the cutter. Got to see that one. There to Hunter on the wing. Honor's going to drive in the lane. Gets it to Avery Smith. Avery trying to get it into the lane. She's going to kick to Robbins. Robbins into the lane. She's going to dump it into Burton. Burton's got some move. Burton's going to spin back with the left. No good. Addie Smith gets the offensive rebound, and she's going to get a foul.
There we got some side-to-side action, though, still attacking, but the ball didn't get stuck on one side. And I always like to use the old acronym is triple S, same side sucks. Like, don't keep, and I got that from a good coaching friend of mine, Tim Hayworth, back in the day when I coached with him, and there's a lot of truth to it. And the ball just gets stuck on one side, and you're really easy to guard.
Yep.
And there we got some side-to-side action. I was able to get something out of it.
Addie Smith goes to the line. Again, 1 of 2 from line. Hits her second one. Cuts this to 13, 42-29.
We need to get this thing
just over 2 minutes to play in the third quarter.
We got to get this thing single digits here at the end of the third.
Again, 2 stops, a couple buckets, cut this thing down. Robbins on the deflection, got fouls out of half court. They're going to get Robbins on a foul.
I mean, when their players, it's not Richardson or Fouts get the ball. You can tell unless they're in a wide open shooting scenario, they're ready to get rid of it. They're ready to get it right back to them.
To one of those two.
And we got to pressure them up.
Richardson off the double screen. He gets the Fouts. Fouts for 3. She knocks it down. I don't know what happened. How she gets that wide open.
Somebody set a really good screen, and there was no help, no hedging or help on that.
Burton in the high post. Burton look in and going to get it out to Addie Smith for 3. No good. Offense rebound there by Avery Smith. I think they're going to say that's going to be on the ground. She gets fouled there by 44 Rogan. Oh, that's only her second. I thought she had 2 in that first half. So maybe I got her and maybe her and Elliott mixed up. So Rogan picks up her second. Honor for 3 on the wing. There she goes. Knocks it down. Possessions there and all decent opportunities. Again, we just got to finish inside.
I like the matchup for Sydney. I think that's the right way to go.
Gets it to Richardson. Richardson over to Eldridge. Eldridge back out to Fouts. Kind of this soft trap. Over to Eldridge on the wing. Gets it to Richardson.
Oh, get that.
All right, we had a chance for a steal. That would have been a layup. Back out to Fouts. Scottsburg not really in a stall, but not looking to do anything. I think Richardson in the middle. She gets it's going to loose ball. Let's go. Connor comes out with that one.
Make a good
Connor's going to try to get to the rim. Goodness gracious. Try to where to go. Two defenders. And really nobody else running with her. You know, Hunter's kind of running the break by herself.
So we've had 4 straight kind of missed opportunities to cut this thing down. Had some really good looks and got in a hurry, and right there, just there was nowhere to go. And so it's a poised play, an experienced play. You realize you just got to bring it out.
We're going to cut to a quick commercial. We'll be right back. 5:38 to play in the fourth quarter of this game.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance, but not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance. When the forecast calls for cheese ball side tail insurance. Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Call your Washington County Farm Bureau agent, Jason Petmeyer, today at 812-620-8923.
And we're back. 5:38 to play in the fourth quarter. Scottsburg up 45-37. Again, Scottsburg really not looking to attack at all right now, being very patient. So kind of see what Coach Drury has. Again, we've had several opportunities here in this first couple minutes. We just got to be able to finish right inside. I don't think we've had the right matchup, and I think we've had the advantage inside. But we just again got to finish.
Yeah, they're giving us a chance. You know, we fought hard to get back in contention, and they've been giving us. But at some point, they're not going to give us that chance anymore, and we got to convert.
Richardson, bring it up. Again, he's in that kind of 1-2-2. Get back to Richardson in the middle. They'll get it over to Moon. Moon back out to Fouts. There to Richardson on the wing. Back out to Fouts. South looks to get Richardson in the middle. Richardson to her left. Oh, again, that's going to be a kick ball. She was looking for Grogan inside.
Doing a better job of sinking to the ball, though, and taking away that dump-off play that they got us on so often early in the game.
Richardson set the inbound. Inbound
Richardson stepping back in here.
Inbound to Elliott. Looks like Eastern switched to a man in their out-of-bounds set. Bounce out top. Over to Moon. Moon to Grogan. Back to Moon.
Keep her right. Keep her right.
Gets the ball to Richardson out top, being guarded by Robbins.
Keep her right.
Ball screen. Switch there, switch back. Out to Fouts. Fouts being guarded by Addie Smith. Back.
Oh, there you go.
Got a tie up there by Robbins.
Good job, Bailey.
Good defensive play there. I think Fouts thought she was going to trap, so Richardson would have been wide open, and Bailey just shoots it. I think she almost got a steal for a layup.
And then nice. We could have come up with that.
Yep. Richardson out top. Eastern back to that 1-2-2. Yes. Addie Smith with the deflection.
Another deflection.
She's going to come away with a steal. It's going to end up in Horner's hands.
There's a foul probably right there.
Oh, wow. I thought I heard a whistle.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty obvious. Foul
there on Richardson. They're going to get the ball to Burton, top of the key. There to Honor. Honor's going to fire for three. No good. Rebound Avery. Layup right there.
We attacked. I felt like all game we could have attacked the offensive boards better because they're kind of standing and taking tickets a little bit. We finally figured that out.
Nelly
let her come back
left.
Let her come back left.
Oh, Nelly.
And then we call what is really, I'm not sure.
That was as weak as can be. And again,
we held our ground, and
not to gripe about officiating, but Richardson makes a nice play and kind of scoops around. But I don't know who. I think they end up getting Burton on a foul. I just don't see her or Avery, either one, getting that one. Just a weak ball.
They gave it to Avery.
They gave it to Avery. Okay.
And she held the ground and just.
Richardson took the 3-point play.
It's a tough one.
He sent us back out to 39-48. And tough call. Honor for three. No good. Rebounded there by Richardson.
Contested there. We
kind of settled there. There's going to be a deflection. Good hustle there by Avery.
Oh,
what are we doing? Oh, we're going to call a timeout.
I think we were anticipating a jump ball and called a quick timeout. And it's one of those tough ones because we probably had a layup.
We had a layup. That's going to be a full timeout.
Great hustle play.
We'll cut to a quick commercial. We'll be right back.
Ho, ho, ho. This is Jalen Hoare. Santa Claus is coming to town this year, and we believe he has already made his stop here at John Jones, bringing fantastic deals on all of our year-end inventory. Santa has been looking to upgrade his sleigh, and he has found just the spot to do business. If you're tired of by Rudolph and the crew, come check out some of our new rides with plenty of reindeer power. We have a list of cars between all of our 5 locations that we can pull from, and you can see them all in one easy spot, JohnJonesAutoGroup.com. See something shiny and new that you're wanting on Santa's short list? Give us a call at 877-473-5546 to set up your appointment today. And from your local John Jones family, we want to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas.
And we're back. 3:32 to play in this contest. 48-39. Scottsburg on top of the Musketeers. It's going to be Eastern basketball after a timeout. Yeah, I think you got a 3-possession game. We've got to get 1 possession back, right? And at this point, it's stop and rebound one at a time. We need 3 of them. Stop and rebound. Cut this thing down into a possession or two. See what happens. Honor there.
It's not a bad matchup.
Honor going up against Grogan. Wow.
But just exposing the ball, like putting it right there in front of your face where they can whack it away from you. We got to get stronger with the basketball.
They're going to get Honor for a travel right there. Again, not a terrible matchup going up against the freshman Grogan, but just not strong enough with it.
It needs to be
Richardson out top of the ball.
Get our elbows out and just
get it to Elliott.
A power
over
position.
to Fouts. Fouts back to Richardson. Richardson out the foul.
We're in a spot where we're probably going to have to. Now, here we need to take it.
Get a steal. Steal there by Addie Smith.
Bailey's open.
Looks up to Robbins. Avery Smith puts it up top. Going to get it to Honor. Honor on the drive. Back out to Avery Smith. There to Addie Smith. Addie's going to try to get to the rim. Gets along the baseline. Gets to Burton.
Burton strong.
Goes up strong. Again, the big difference there, Burton's able to lay it in, but she settles with both feet, and she's going straight up. She's not doing moves. She's not doing anything. She got both feet. She's able to score. Cut this thing to 7 points. 2.5 minutes to play.
Much more under control.
Back to Richardson. We got it. Richardson on the corner there. That's Eldridge. Eldridge was knocked out of 3. That was that hurt. 51-41. Warriors. Addie Smith up top again.
We're taking too much time here.
We've got to play with some urgency here. We got to get something to happen. Honor up top for 3. Grover's just going to let her have it. She's able to knock it down.
We need the basketball, though.
Again, I think we're just a little too patient, but hey, we got it to 7, 51-44. Warriors on top. Richardson up top. Gets to Fouts. Fouts dribbling it. Got a trap up top.
They got a foul, and we got fouls to give, and we got to make plays on the ball, and
you got at least one foul to give.
We foul.
You're gonna get Robbins the foul up top. That's just a third foul. We got another foul to give.
Yeah, sit down 7 a minute 46. Got to be aggressive on the ball and see if we can get a steal. We can't just let them walk it around out there.
Richardson was up top, being guarded by Honor. Honor the wing to Eldridge. Eldridge for 3, no good.
Thank you.
Kind of surprised they took a shot there. A minute and a half, I think it's kind of a stall situation for them, but she made a big shot the last play, so maybe she was feeling it. Addie Smith for 3, no good. Rebound Grogan.
Don't have to have a 3 there. Wasn't a bad look, but again,
Ellie Richardson there to make a shot. Dribble back out. She gets it out the foul. Coach Fury yelling to foul right there. They're going to get Honor there for a foul. I think it's going to send Fouts. No, it's just a more foul, right? Again, now it's got to be kind of all the time. You just go on the moon, back to Fouts. Addie Smith able to just take it right away from her.
We got to get a quick bucket one way or another here.
Get to the rim. Avery Smith for 3 from the corner, no good.
Super long.
Rebound there by Grogan, almost turned away. Out the foul. Inside a minute, 47 seconds to play.
We needed that 3 right there. We needed to make it.
That one was big. Casper on top, 51-44, 46 seconds to play. It's going to send Fouts to the line, shoot 2. And on the other side, Casper, no fouls this quarter. Not that that's indicative of anything, but it is 5-0 right now. Fouts free throw is good. Sends us 52-44. Sends us an 8-point lead by the Warriors. Again, we need a quick bucket. Fouts the second free throw, no good. Avery Smith for the rebound. He's going to go.
Got to make it.
Up to Robbins for 3. He's going to put it up. No good. Rebound Grogan. Grogan to Richardson. That's going to be a quick foul. They're going to send Richardson to the line. And this is one of those you want to foul anyone except for Richardson. Yeah. But at this point, you got to foul whoever gets the ball. 37 seconds to play.
Yeah, I mean, this unfortunately, our first half put us in this scenario. And then we had it to 6 and had those opportunities.
Right.
We make those. It's a whole different game.
Quarter,
yeah. But we just put ourselves in a tough spot.
Ellie Richardson to the line. First free throw's good. Second one up. Second one is good.
I think Richardson's only got 5 points this half.
Yeah.
I think did a better job on her.
Addie for 3, no good. Rebound there by Honor. Honor to Avery Smith. Again, we got to go. They're going to get Grogan for a foul. Wow. Again, it's one of those with all the contact and all the drives. They're going to get that one. It's a little
interesting.
Yeah. We'll use that adjective. Addie Smith inbound. Eastern down 10. 24 seconds to play. Out to Robbins.
At this point, you can't be afraid to.
And then again, they're going to get fouled for a foul there. Again, if you're Scottsburg, you can almost foul out. I mean, you can just continue to foul. They still got 2 more fouls to give with 20 seconds to play. You're up 10. I don't know why you would do that, but
not sure what really is happening.
Sometimes I wonder if it was in a tough pass there by Robbins trying to get the ball into Burton. It's just too high.
Bad idea, just too hard, a little hard, tough to handle.
16 seconds to play. Scottsburg on top, 54-44, and I think they're going to let that just be the end of the game. Richmond bring it up, gets it across the half court, and she's just going to hold it. 5 seconds left to play, and that's the ball game. Scottsburg beats the Musketeers 54-44 in the third place game. So that's going to put Scottsburg in third place of this tournament, and Eastern in fourth place of this tournament. Again, some goods and bads. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back to talk a little bit about this particular contest.
Mama Rosa's brings their famous pizza buffet to you on Fridays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for just $12.99. Choose from a wide variety of pizza, homemade soups, and a large salad bar with their favorite potato salad, slaw, and desserts. Then come back on Friday nights for the home-style buffet from 4:30 to 8 p.m. or 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sundays for $15. Children's buffet is only $7 each. It's where you'll find a variety of good home-cooked foods at Mama Rosa's.
And we're back with a few closing thoughts. Again, they just did announce the all-tourney team, and it looks like they're going to, no surprise there from Scottsburg, they're going to put Richardson and Fouts on the all-tourney team. But from Eastern, Addie Smith selected to the all-tourney team. Again, had a pretty good tournament, had a great first game. And obviously, I think we all struggled last night. Had some moments today. Again, I think we underestimate how important she is to us. But I think other people realize that, recognize that without Addie, man, we would be in a tough spot. So she just adds so much. So congratulations to Addie Smith being on the all-tourney team. And again, just loads of talent on these 8 teams. So again, I'm sure she's going to get lots of honors in her career. And maybe this one may be insignificant to her, but just other coaches and other writers recognizing her talent and what she gives to this Eastern basketball team. So a couple thoughts on the game. What do you think?
Well, it's just that second quarter in particular. Richardson just had her way. We let her beat us left. I hate to say it left and right, but she just went left and scored, went left and dumped it off, and it was just too easy that second quarter for her, a player like her. And then offensively, that second quarter we were just so stagnant. Now I will say we came out of the half, did a better job of being a little more creative with our personnel, trying to exploit some mismatches and trying to get some people downhill. We're going to have to do that. I think teams, we have some people that are hard to guard man to man if we're putting them in those positions to be successful where they're playing to their strengths. Like we exploited Sydney a little bit there. She wasn't able to convert, but that was the right play. Playing her off that elbow, I think was a good move, and we got her and Addie connecting over there on the side where Addie could come downhill with her right hand. And again, she wasn't able to convert always, but we were putting pressure on the defense, and we were able to get offensive rebounds off of those plays. And when you're just coming down, just trying to go 1-on-5, it's hard. And we're just gonna have to get a lot more creative offensively.
Right. Again, big thing, the second quarter. I think, you can quote me wrong, but I think Richmond ended up with 15 of her 22 or 24 in that second quarter. Really kind of able to do whatever she wanted in the second quarter. Third quarter, I don't think she scores at all. And there's where clearly we got a chance to get back into the game. We had even with our opportunities, but really, making somebody else make a play there late in the game, and she's able to create a few opportunities for teammates. The 1-3 in the corner there by Eldridge was kind of a dagger for us, where we had it with 6 with the ball, had a chance to cut it to 4, and then all of a sudden now it's 9, free throw, a 3-point play, and all of a sudden we're back 10-12 and kind of just put it out of reach.
Eldridge hit a big 3 in the corner. That was kind of a dagger. Yeah. We had our chances. We fought back and picked it up. We made some good adjustments in the second half, and we had some opportunities. But when you're playing really good teams, and Scottsburg, again, the record doesn't indicate it, but they're a good team. They got a Division I basketball player on their team, some other shooters around her, and can't dig huge holes. You can't let the game get away from you. And we let it get away in that second quarter, and just made it really difficult to give ourselves a chance to come back.
Right. Again, you can't say enough about Ellie Richardson. She's just a phenomenal player. Just able to create lots of opportunities for herself and for her teammates. You can just see it. Everybody's eyes. If I don't have anything, it's get it back to Ellie and she'll create something.
Yeah, the game's really slow to her. I think she sees it.
You can tell she's going to be a good point guard at the next level. I think she might be as good creating for others as she does for herself. But with the team she's got to create a lot for herself right now. But just a fantastic game by Ellie.
In the third quarter, I thought we did better on her. We sit on her left hand a little better. I really would have liked to have seen us just go nose to nose with her, because she's just that important to their team. And just tried everything we could to keep the ball out of her hands. But those are things you learn along the way, and we're going to see other players that other teams that have really good guards, and those are adjustments we may have to figure out. We'll have to make. The thing is, you hate to lose, but you got to be able to look at these losses to tough teams and learn from them and make adjustments and continue to build and develop and improve. And we got lots of potential, but I hate using that word because it becomes a comfort word, and it's really not. It just means you haven't done what you're capable of doing yet, and we got to figure out how to get rid of that yet and become the team that we could be. And games like this are games that we can take stuff from and hopefully improve upon.
I will say a quick moment. I just got word that Ellie Richardson has passed Renee Westmoreland, which was a former Miss Basketball, for the all-time assist leader in Scottsburg history.
Congratulations.
So congratulations to her. Obviously, she's putting up a lot of points this year, but really the last 3 years has been as much of a facilitator. So congratulations to her. I saw Renee Westmoreland play when I was a kid, and she was Miss Basketball. Just a fantastic Scottsburg team. So to be able to stack up against them, again, congratulations to her. But Scottsburg able to beat the Musketeers. The next game is going to be between Borden and Bedford. Borden having two kind of tough games in a situation they haven't been in. Lost 2 games going up against the Bedford team to try to finish out there to get a win on the road before they can get back to the second half of their season.
Yeah, they're trying to figure some stuff out, it looks like. And again, this middle of the year tough tournament like this will force you to do that. And, the good thing is this isn't a week before the sectional.
Right.
This is after you've played a little bit. You've had some time to work on some things, and now you can see like, we're on the right track, or we better go back to the drawing board and make some adjustments. And sometimes it's just a couple little minor adjustments the coaching staff can make, and some adjustments the players can make. And the next thing you know, instead of losing by 10 that game there, we're winning that game. And it's all about trying to learn how to win.
Well, as far as Eastern Athletics, I know the boys are in action tonight against Milan. I think WSLM is going to be going back to the Salem game. Their boys are in action tonight at 6 o'clock. As far as the Lady Musketeers, they will have South Central on January 3rd, followed by Shaw Memorial on January 7th. Both those home games. Love to see a great crowd come out and support these girls having a really strong year. Again, as we enter the second half of this season, and really, I think you see some positives. I think the positives outweigh some of the negatives. You see some gelling and some players starting to figure some things out. Again, I think Coach Brewer is going to have a game plan going into the second half of the season of what adjustments to make, see how we can be best prepared. And then after those games, we get into conference play where it's Gordon, Charlestown, Scottsburg, Silver Creek, in the middle of that Lanesville. So second half of this, we get back into our conference, and there's just no easy nights in our conference. So this tournament, I think, is a great opportunity to just kind of build and get ready and see some high-level basketball as we've seen for really 3 games to get ready for what's coming next and see kind of where we stand in our conference. Can we be top 3? Can we be top 4 in our conference? I definitely think we're capable of that, but we're going to have to execute. We will see Scottsburg again there at the end of the month, into January, and hopefully a different outcome there.
Silver Creek is really talented. They just beat Avon, who's in that Hoosier Crossroads Conference.
Right.
Silver Creek, just got loads of talent. Gordon's been really good. They're playing in the championship game of the tournament down at Vincennes. Vince Castle. So, I mean, they're those two teams. We got them coming up. And like I said, I think there's an opportunity to grow here. You got to see the opportunity in it. There's an opportunity for us to grow, and I saw some things. Again, Katie Honners, a player that we've seen a little growth in, and confidence building, and get everybody playing at their best level at the tournament time is the ultimate goal.
Right.
I liked the second half adjustment, being a little more creative offensively, trying to run some stuff through people and get a little more movement. I think that's something that can help us. And at the end of the day, we got to make shots. We're struggling at the free throw line, and we're struggling from the field, and so we're probably gonna have to really work on our shooting because we got capable players making shots. Right. For whatever reason, we're just not making them right now, and we got to get better at that.
Well, Sean, it's been a great time.
Yeah,
great couple of days broadcasting these games. We will be back in action next week sometime. Again, fourth place finish here in the Donna Cheatham Classic. What did they get final score again?
I didn't write down. I felt like we lost by 10 maybe.
We ended up down 10. Was it 54-44?
I think that sounds right.
I think that's right. I'll double check that. Sorry for the radio. The people listening want to know that score. End up getting beat by 10. Fourth place finish here in the Cheatham Classic. We will be in action next week. Championship game tonight, Franklin Central, Columbus North. It's going to be a fantastic game. Borden and Bedford getting ready to take off for, I think this is going to be the fifth place game for this one. So, again, just a lot of great basketball here at the Cheatham Classic. This is Jacob Haynesmeyer, Sean Smith signing off. We've got a couple quick commercials. I think you're going to get back to the station. I think you're going to go back to Salem later this evening. Signing off.
Mom Roses brings their famous pizza buffet to you on Fridays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for just $12.99. Choose from a wide variety of pizza, homemade soups, and a large salad bar with their favorite potato salad, slaw, and desserts. Then come back on Friday nights for the home-style buffet from 4:30 to 8 p.m. or 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sundays for $15. Children's buffet is only $7 each. It's where you'll find a variety of good home-cooked foods at Mama Rose's.